My name is Nick Floyd. I have a long history with Magic the Gathering. I created the Dandan variant. Now I'm creating this. Welcome to Magic Storytime. Today's trivia question is, what was the name of the late 90s and early 2000s basic forum-style website run by Frank Casamoto that was the first real consolidated site where players could post tournament results and deck lists, and players could see what was winning and prepare for the meta on a more or less global scale? Stay to the end of the video for the answer. This video is Danecdote number 3, my appreciation for the online Magic community surrounding Dandan. I have more Danecdotes to tell about learning that the variant had caught on, how I learned it had, and how things have changed since. This is just a message to express my appreciation to everyone who has championed it. I'll put links to the specific mentions in the video description. First off, I'm absolutely thrilled that players have been playing Forgetful Fish, or Dandan. I don't care what they call it. I simply called it the Dandan deck for 2 decades and only renamed it Forgetful Fish in 2016 because it sounded more like a specific game title. I love that players are making it their own, and I encourage that in my rules document. I especially love that it has inspired others to create other Magic variant decks. I have a playlist on my channel for all the other Magic variants that I could find. I wish I could try them all. Anyway, I feel I need to publicly thank all Dandan fans. I've always wondered who my patient zero was to begin the viral rise of Dandan. I'm not sure that can be known. But the first real internet evidence is Jake FitzSimons' article on the Commander Herald in July of 2022, followed closely by Harry Becker's article for TCG Player Infinite. Though Harry gave credit to Jake's earlier article, Jake mentioned my name as the originator. Both of them deserve thanks. Thanks, Jake, and thanks, Harry. And then there's Sam from Rhystic Studies. He and I have emailed a few times, and he gave me some advice on starting my channel. Sam's channel is the best. Sam does video essays on Magic history, nostalgia, and trends that cannot be beat. If you're into Magic the Gathering nostalgia, this channel is for you. It was Sam's video entitled Games Within Games, A History of Forgetful Fish in April 2023 that really put Dandan on the map and put it in front of a ton of players. It was the release of this video that found me and alerted me that it had taken off in the community, though it had been growing for years without my knowledge. It was this video, and of course Sam's appearance on the Professor from Tolarian Community College's Shuffle Up and Play, in which Sam brought a Dandan deck, that made the biggest impact. As far as I can tell, the aforementioned articles and Sam of Rhystic Studies, 2 videos showcasing Dandan have spiked the prices of Dandan like nothing else. Here's a graph from MTG Goldfish that shows these spikes. Sam never fails to mention me as the originator. I owe him the most thanks. In A History of Forgetful Fish, Sam mentions 2 Evangelists who taught him to play. There are probably more than 2 Evangelists. Sam should certainly share that title. But I want to mention these 2. Callahan Jones has written a series of articles on the variant for TCG Player Infinite, which are the best articles on the subject. His analysis and card-by-card discussions are great. And I also want to thank Braden Bodish for his own Dandan evangelism and teaching Sam and others the variant. I had the opportunity to meet Sam, Cal, and Braden in May of 2023, a month after the Rhystic Studies video dropped. And they are all great guys who I was honored to get in some games. I also wanted to give a special thanks to Drew Tucker, the magic artist who painted the original Dandan artwork. He has embraced the Dandan variant and offered a token set of the namesake card with original artwork, which are much cooler than the printable proxy tokens I provided with my Google Docs primer of the variant. I'm not sure the tokens are still available, but a link to Drew Tucker's website is in the description. Drew Tucker reached out to me online and then snail mailed me a handwritten note of thanks for bringing new life to the Dandan card, as well as a pair of gifts, which are among my most prized Magic-related possessions. I'll show these off in a future anecdote once I get them properly framed. Thanks to all those I've mentioned and all the other supporters of the variant all across the world. I am pleased that I've made a small contribution to the Magic the Gathering, the game that I love, and I am grateful to all the players who have contributed to Dandan's growth and visibility. I won't forget. And to wrap up today's trivia question is, what was the name of the late 90s and early 2000s basic forum-style website run by Frank Casimoto that was the first real consolidated site where players could post tournament results and deck lists, and players could see what was winning and prepare for the meta on a more or less global scale? The trivia answer is the Dojo, or the Magic Dojo. Archives still exist online in various states of completeness. I had to ask this question before I mentioned it in one of my videos. Thanks for joining me for this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you next time on Magic Storytime.